Advice. From older generations, did you know that some vegetables you've trusted for years as health heroes might actually cause more harm than good as you age? For decades, we've believed that vegetables are always a safe, reliable choice to keep us strong, energized, and independent. But as I've learned from both personal experience and the wisdom of friends in their golden years, our bodies change with time. Foods that once nourished us without issue can start to create unexpected problems. Aging makes our digestive systems more sensitive, our kidneys less efficient, and our tolerance for certain compounds much lower. This means that even vegetables, often viewed as harmless or universally healthy, can lead to serious complications later in life. Knowing which ones to be cautious with can dramatically improve your quality of life. Here's the first of 8 vegetables seniors should avoid, along with safer alternatives to keep you healthy and vibrant well into your golden years. Spinach. The silent stone builder for many people, spinach has always symbolized vitality, strength, and good health. We grew up hearing that spinach builds strong bones, sharpens vision, and fuels our energy. But as we age, spinach can quietly shift from friend to foe, primarily because of its high oxalate content. Oxalates are natural compounds that bind to calcium inside the body. Over time, this can lead to the formation of kidney stones, painful, hard deposits that become more likely as kidney function naturally declines with age. Take Richard, a cheerful 74-year-old from California. Convinced he was making the healthiest choice, Richard began every morning with a spinach-packed smoothie. At first, he felt fantastic and proudly encouraged his friends and family to do the same. But soon, he noticed troubling symptoms: persistent back pain, fatigue, and general discomfort. A visit to his doctor revealed the cause: kidney stones. The culprit? Excessive oxalates from his daily spinach intake. And that's not the only concern. Spinach is also very high in vitamin K, which can interfere with blood-thinning medications like warfarin. This silent interaction increases the risk of dangerous clotting complications without the person even realizing it. In short, what once felt like the perfect health food may actually be quietly working against you as your body changes with age. Spinach. From superfood to silent risk, spinach has long been praised as a nutritional powerhouse. Yet for seniors, it can quietly become a source of harm. Its high oxalate content promotes kidney stone formation, while its abundance of vitamin K may interfere with blood-thinning medications like warfarin. These hidden risks mean that what once felt like a health-boosting staple could now be silently working against your body. The good news? You don't have to give up flavor or nutrition. Instead, choose safer alternatives such as kale or arugula, lightly cooked to lower oxalate levels, so you still enjoy essential vitamins and antioxidants without the hidden dangers. Steamed broccoli, Swiss chard, or roasted carrots also provide vibrant nutrients while supporting your body's changing needs. Healthy aging isn't about harsh restrictions. It's about smart adjustments. A few mindful substitutions today can protect your kidneys, preserve your vitality, and allow you to continue enjoying life's precious moments for years to come. Eggplant. The hidden inflammation. Culprit as we grow older. Preserving independence and quality of life becomes a top priority. Naturally, we turn to vegetables for nourishment. Yet some, like eggplant, may be quietly undermining our health. Eggplant, a beloved staple in dishes such as lasagna, roasted medleys, or hearty stews, belongs to the nightshade family. These vegetables contain alkaloids like solanine. While younger adults may tolerate them without issue, aging bodies often become more sensitive. For seniors living with arthritis or chronic inflammation, solanine can worsen joint stiffness and pain, symptoms often mistaken as an inevitable part of aging. Take Evelyn, a warm-hearted 71-year-old who cherished preparing her famous eggplant lasagna for family gatherings. Cooking was her love language, and eggplant was her signature ingredient. But over time, Evelyn developed severe joint pain, making once enjoyable tasks difficult. She assumed her worsening symptoms were simply arthritis progressing. Only after consulting her doctor and reevaluating her diet did Evelyn uncover the truth. Her favorite vegetable was fueling inflammation and intensifying her pain. Though giving up eggplant was emotionally difficult, the relief was undeniable. Within weeks, her joints felt freer, her pain eased, and she regained energy she thought was lost forever. Evelyn's story reminds us that sometimes the foods we love most can quietly hold us back. By making thoughtful adjustments, we can not only reduce discomfort, but also reclaim the joy of daily living. Rediscovering comfort in cooking. When Evelyn let go of eggplant, she discovered not a loss, but a new freedom. The joy of cooking returned, renewed by healthier alternatives like zucchini, yellow squash, and sweet potatoes. For seniors, acknowledging that our bodies respond differently to familiar foods isn't a sign of weakness. It's a mark of wisdom and strength. By recognizing these subtle impacts, we can adapt gracefully, refusing to accept discomfort as an inevitable part of aging. Mindful choices aren't about restriction. They're about embracing comfort, joy, and vitality, ensuring life in our golden years remains full of flavor and freedom. Tomatoes, hidden acid. Deep pain for many of us, tomatoes are more than food. They're a memory. They remind us of warm summer evenings, juicy slices layered on burgers, crisp salads at family picnics, or the rich aroma of pasta sauce simmering on the stove. For decades, tomatoes symbolized health, freshness, and the simple joys of home cooking. But as we age, the vibrant tomato may quietly turn against us. Beneath its bright red skin lies a hidden challenge: acidity. Tomatoes are highly acidic, and for seniors, this can trigger or worsen digestive issues such as acid reflux or GERD. As the years pass, the muscles that keep stomach acid in place naturally weaken. Foods once eaten freely can suddenly push acid upward into the throat, causing heartburn, restless nights, and lingering discomfort. My dear friend Eleanor, a 72-year-old from North Carolina, learned this the hard way. She loved tending her tomato garden, sharing her harvest proudly with neighbors each summer. But at night, she suffered silently, waking with a burning sensation in her throat. At first, she thought it was just part of getting older, but the pain grew persistent, stealing her sleep, her energy, and her joy. What Eleanor didn't know, and what many seniors overlook, is how deeply tomato acidity can damage the esophagus over time. Chronic irritation doesn't just cause discomfort, it can lead to esophagitis, tissue erosion, and more serious complications that rob us of vitality. There's another layer of risk, too. Tomato acidity can interfere with the effectiveness of common medications for seniors, including heartburn drugs, calcium supplements, and even certain antibiotics. This makes treatments less predictable, sometimes reducing their benefits without us realizing it. Still, giving up tomatoes doesn't mean giving up flavor. Sweet red bell peppers, zucchini, or roasted carrots can bring the same vibrant color and richness to meals without the harsh acidity. By making this simple shift, you're not just avoiding discomfort. You're reclaiming control, dignity, and daily comfort, ensuring that your golden years are defined not by pain, but by joy. Raw broccoli, a hidden digestive distress trigger for decades. Broccoli has been celebrated as one of nature's healthiest vegetables, rich in fiber, antioxidants, and cancer-fighting compounds. It's no wonder so many seniors proudly add raw broccoli to salads or snack platters. believing they're making a smart, health-boosting choice. But as our bodies age, digestion changes. What once felt light and nourishing can now quietly bring discomfort. Raw broccoli contains certain sugars and tough fibers, particularly raffinose, that aging digestive systems struggle to break down. Over time, our digestive enzymes weaken, stomach acid decreases, and foods that were once easy to enjoy can lead to bloating, painful gas, and cramping. These symptoms are often dismissed as a normal part of aging, but in truth, they're often the result of dietary choices. Take Gladys, a vibrant 76-year-old from Vermont. She prided herself on eating plenty of raw vegetables, and especially loved dipping broccoli florets into ranch dressing as her daily snack. Convinced she was making the best nutritional choice, she was shocked when persistent bloating, stomach pain, and embarrassing gas began interfering with her daily life. At first, she assumed it was simply age catching up with her. But after consulting her doctor, she discovered the surprising culprit: raw broccoli. The enzymes in her body could no longer fully break it down. When Gladys reluctantly switched to steamed broccoli, everything changed. Within weeks, her symptoms eased, her energy returned, and she regained confidence in social situations. This small shift, steaming or gently roasting broccoli instead of eating it raw, offers the same nutrients with far less distress. It's a simple reminder that healthy aging doesn't mean giving up foods you love. Instead, it's about adapting thoughtfully to your body's new needs. By cooking broccoli, you preserve its benefits while avoiding needless pain, an empowering adjustment that allows you to continue enjoying life with comfort and vitality. 5. Canned vegetables, the hidden salt crisis. Throughout life, convenience often shapes our food choices. For many seniors, canned vegetables seem like the perfect solution: practical, easy to prepare, and seemingly harmless. After all, who hasn't reached for a can of green beans or corn to round out a meal, believing they were making a wholesome choice? Yet beneath the convenience lies a quiet danger: excessive sodium. As we enter our 60s and beyond, our bodies become far more sensitive to salt. High sodium intake directly raises blood pressure, putting added strain on the heart. At the same time, aging kidneys lose efficiency in filtering excess sodium, which allows salt to accumulate. The result? Fluid retention, swollen ankles, and extra stress on an already hard-working cardiovascular system. Take Barbara, a lively 75-year-old from Texas. She adored preparing quick meals for her grandchildren and often relied on canned vegetables to save time. But gradually, she noticed swelling in her legs, shortness of breath, and fatigue, all of which she assumed were just natural parts of aging. It wasn't until a routine doctor's visit revealed alarmingly high blood pressure and sodium levels that the truth came to light. The canned vegetables she trusted were silently undermining her health. At first, Barbara felt betrayed. How could vegetables, the very symbol of good nutrition, cause such harm? But instead of giving up, she made a change. By switching to fresh and frozen vegetables, she rediscovered the joy of cooking with vibrant flavors. Soon, her swelling diminished, her blood pressure stabilized, and her energy returned. Barbara's journey is more than a story about sodium. It's about empowerment. Choosing fresh or frozen over canned isn't just a dietary adjustment, it's a conscious decision to protect your heart, kidneys, and overall well-being. It's about affirming that aging gracefully means living not only longer, but healthier, with the vitality to cherish each day to its fullest. Eggplant. Allergies. You didn't expect as we move through our senior years. Familiar foods often bring us the greatest comfort. Eggplant, with its deep purple skin, tender flesh, and versatile flavor, has long been a kitchen favorite. Whether baked into a rich eggplant parmesan at family gatherings or grilled for a simple summer dinner, it holds a special place in many hearts. But here's a surprising truth. Even after decades of enjoying eggplant without issue, seniors can suddenly develop allergic reactions to it. These reactions are often misunderstood, dismissed as minor irritations, or mistaken for other age-related issues. For many older adults, eggplant carries both comfort and nostalgia. With its deep purple hue and versatile flavor, it has long been a favorite in family kitchens, baked into lasagna, grilled on summer evenings, or stewed into hearty meals. Yet even after decades of enjoying it without issue, eggplant can suddenly become a source of unexpected allergic reactions in seniors. Eggplant belongs to the nightshade family and contains proteins that closely resemble those found in latex. As we age, sensitivities to latex can quietly emerge without warning, and for some, this cross-reaction can trigger surprising symptoms. At first, it may be nothing more than mild itching after dinner or a vague stomachache, easy to dismiss. But over time, these reactions can escalate into skin rashes, swelling, digestive distress, or even difficulty breathing. Take William, a thoughtful 73-year-old from Michigan. For years, his evening ritual was enjoying roasted eggplant, a dish he deeply cherished. Yet recently, he began experiencing unexplained digestive upset and skin irritation after meals. He assumed it was just another sign of aging, until his doctor revealed the truth. A newly developed eggplant allergy linked to growing latex sensitivity. At first, giving up eggplant felt like losing a piece of his past. But William soon discovered that making a mindful adjustment didn't mean sacrificing joy. By embracing alternatives such as zucchini, mushrooms, and yellow squash, he rekindled his love for food without fear, discomfort, or compromise. This story reminds us that aging gracefully isn't about restriction. It's about awareness. By recognizing how our bodies evolve, we can adapt with dignity, protect our independence, and continue savoring meals that nourish both body and soul. Corn, the hidden sugar. Bomb corn holds a special place in American life. It brings back memories of summer picnics, family barbecues with buttered corn sizzling on the grill, and warm cornbread served at holiday gatherings. For many, it represents not just nourishment, but tradition, comfort, and togetherness. Yet as we grow older, our bodies handle corn very differently. Sweet and seemingly harmless, corn can quietly act like a hidden sugar bomb, especially for seniors, managing diabetes or struggling with blood sugar. Stability.corn is rich in carbohydrates and natural sugars that quickly convert to glucose in the bloodstream. In younger years, our bodies easily process these sugar surges. But after age 60, cells become less efficient at absorbing glucose, insulin production slows, and sugar spikes hit harder and last longer. Corn has always been more than food. It's a tradition. For many, it recalls childhood summers on the farm, sweet corn on the cob at family cookouts, or warm cornbread shared around the holidays. Yet as comforting as it feels, corn can pose hidden risks for seniors. Naturally high in carbohydrates and sugars, corn quickly converts into glucose once digested. In younger years, the body handles these sugar surges with ease. But after 60, insulin production slows, cells become less responsive, and sudden spikes in blood sugar can overwhelm the body. Over time, consistently high glucose levels silently damage blood vessels, nerves, and vital organs, raising the risk of diabetes complications and chipping away at quality of life. Patricia, a 68-year-old retired nurse from Ohio, learned this firsthand. Corn had been a staple at her table, a comforting reminder of childhood meals on her grandparents' farm. Yet she began noticing troubling signs. persistent fatigue, blurry vision, and numbness in her feet. At first, she dismissed them as just part of aging, but blood tests revealed unstable glucose levels, and her doctor gently pointed out the culprit, her beloved corn. The realization was painful. Corn felt wholesome and harmless. How could it betray her? Yet Patricia chose not to dwell on disappointment. Instead, she discovered delicious alternatives like cauliflower rice, zucchini noodles, and roasted vegetables. These options satisfied her cravings, provided comfort, and helped her avoid dangerous sugar spikes. Within weeks, her energy returned, her blood sugar stabilized, and her confidence grew. Patricia's story shows us that adapting our diets isn't about letting go of cherished foods, it's about protecting our independence and embracing life's moments with strength and clarity. With small, thoughtful adjustments, we can continue to live joyfully and fully, even as our bodies change. Potatoes. The joint pain. Amplifier. Few foods are as tied to comfort and tradition as potatoes. Whether baked, mashed, or fried, they've been at the center of Sunday dinners, holiday feasts, and family gatherings for generations. They symbolize warmth, familiarity, and connection. But as we grow older, potatoes can quietly work against us. When cooked at high temperatures, fried, roasted, or baked, they produce a chemical compound called acrylamide. Over time, acrylamide builds up in the body, subtly fueling inflammation and intensifying arthritis or joint pain. Many seniors experience worsening stiffness, swelling, or mobility issues without ever suspecting their favorite comfort food as the cause, assuming instead that it's just the unavoidable march of age. Frank, a spirited 78-year-old from Kentucky, cherished his weekly family dinners, always featuring his famous crispy roasted potatoes. Over the years, though, he noticed his arthritis flaring more often. The pain grew so restrictive that even simple activities, gardening, fishing, or playing with his grandchildren, became a struggle. When his doctor explained the link between acrylamide and inflammation, Frank was stunned. But instead of giving up family traditions, he found new ways to adapt. By boiling or steaming potatoes, or swapping in sweet potatoes for his roasts, he preserved both flavor and comfort, without worsening his pain. Potatoes remind us that even the most beloved foods may need adjustment in our later years. With mindful preparation and healthier alternatives, we can still enjoy the warmth and nostalgia they bring while protecting our joints, preserving our mobility, and keeping life rich with the activities we love. Frank realized that the beloved potatoes at the center of his family meals were silently fueling inflammation, worsening his arthritis and limiting his freedom. Accepting this truth was emotionally difficult. He felt as though he was letting go of a piece of his heritage. Yet this awareness became the turning point. By choosing vibrant, nutrient-rich alternatives such as roasted sweet potatoes or butternut squash, vegetables known to reduce inflammation instead of aggravating it, Frank gradually reclaimed his mobility. With time, he rediscovered his zest for life and the simple joy of gardening and playing with his grandchildren. This isn't about deprivation or abandoning cherished traditions. It's about listening to our bodies, respecting the subtle signals they send us, and embracing foods that truly support our well-being. Graceful aging is not defined by what we give up, but by the wise choices we make, choices that allow us to enjoy every meaningful moment life continues to offer. Making smarter, safer choices as we age throughout life, food has been more than nourishment. It carries comfort, nostalgia, and tradition. But as we enter our 60s, 70s, and beyond, our bodies begin to speak a new language. Foods that once caused no concern may now quietly disrupt our health in ways we never expected. This shift is not a limitation. It's an opportunity. It's a gentle reminder that wisdom grows with age, and adaptability ensures vitality. Avoiding certain foods doesn't mean losing something precious. It opens the door to new discoveries, fresh flavors, and safer alternatives that protect our health while preserving our joy. Every mindful choice becomes an act of self-care, a commitment to longevity, independence, and quality of life. It's never too late to adjust, embrace change, and continue thriving. Aging gracefully is not about restriction. It's about making decisions that honor and support our evolving needs. By listening to our bodies today, we shape a tomorrow filled with vibrancy, dignity, and joy. The golden years ahead are ours to live fully and authentically, years we deserve to experience with strength, clarity, and peace of mind. So now, I invite you to reflect. What's one lesson from this journey that you will apply in your own life? Share your thoughts in the comments. We're here to learn and grow together. If this message resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more uplifting content. Thank you for being part of this journey, and here's to living life on your own terms, with confidence, health, and joy.